Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show for Wednesday, October 29th. We are 48 hours away from another match. Jesus H. And Halloween, one of my favorite holidays. Of course, I don't know what I'm dressing up as. I might just dress up as a guy who wants to win with Wrexham and have no injuries, because today, as we knew from yesterday when Parkinson was talking about Brunt, we have a Brunt blow. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. But yeah, a Brunt blow. We knew it was going to happen. We had a little bit of a confirmation on it today from Parkinson. And sounds like he had an interview today going into Friday's match against Coventry City. But yes, and after the disaster yesterday at Cardiff City, which was, one to forget about. I'm just going to leave that aside. Not going to pretend it didn't happen, but it's over. It's over. I had my rant yesterday. Love the chat, by the way. Yes. The people in the comments were just roasting me, which is great. It comes with the territory here. But yeah, we have a bit of a setback we're going to talk about briefly today, and 12 weeks. They're saying he's out 12 weeks, but Parkinson will get his quotes in there too. But it's just can we have an injury bug that it will not go away. It's like underneath our nail. It will not go away. It will just like toe jam. It will not go away. It's like Ken. He won't go away. He just won't go away. He keeps coming back. In fact, Ken will be back today for Pundit's Picks at 3:30 in about 3.5 hours. So he's getting a little sleep right now, but he'll be back in a little bit to do that, which would be a fun show. So anyways, thank you for coming in. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. We are like going up, going down, going up, going down. We're like 54 away from 3,001. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. We will get there. We will get there. But please do that. The channel is channeling. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyways, Brian's in the house. It's bloody disaster. We can't get to this transfer window fast enough. I don't know if you think we're going to go into the transfer market, Brian. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to the transfer market. That's something we're going to talk about too. Parkinson thinks we have cover. Karen says hug. Nikki D's in the house, and Esteban, what's up, dude? How you doing? And my thought on that game, well, that happened. Yeah, it's happened. It's over. That we leave it at yesterday. It's over. That game's over. Now we're talking about moving forward. We're out of the cup. It's over. Cardiff City, congratulations. They wanted it more than we did, and we got absolutely rinsed. TLPers, I'm still cranky after last night. Ruth, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We got to do it. The only thing we're gonna do is just let that go. But today we got to touch base on what's going on with Lewis Brunt. It's unfortunate. He did go off against Middlesbrough. It looked innocuous, but here it is right there. Wrexham AFC defender Lewis Brunt is out for 12 weeks. My math is mathing. That's about 3 months. So November, December, January. We will not see him till 2026. 2026. Say that. So he wasn't starting every match. He was him and Doyle were going 1 and 1A, I would say. But he is not the starter, but he is unbelievable cover. And I didn't care who was going to be on between him or Brunt. I think they bring good qualities to that left side. But now it puts us in a position where, okay, are we short at the back? He doesn't fancy Connor Cody. Dan Scar is going to have to step up. Heim's going to move to that left, and Max is going to be on that right. Now, I will flat out say, I think I said it yesterday. I don't know why Max plays every goddamn minute of every goddamn game. I think he's a good player, but with the injuries that are happening and with Matt, this kid, maybe he can handle it. I don't know, but we got to look at the back line there and say, okay, we need to sort this out. And with Brunt going down for 12 weeks, 12 weeks just out for 12 weeks. Is it a tear? What's the exact? He went under the knife early. I don't know. You got to protect Max a little bit more. I know they gave him the captaincy yesterday. It's not like he's a vocal player. I think it was a glorified captaincy. And and everyone says I don't say anything good about Max. Max is a good player, but he almost gets the sweet pass from everybody. He's a good player. I do think he is part of our future, but it's almost like he is droppable, and you won't drop him at times. But we'll see. But anyways, him getting the captaincy was just kind of glorified yesterday. It's not like he's the vocal captain. And to be honest, our on the pitch yesterday, we needed a captain to grab everyone by the scruff of the neck and say, hey, this is done. We got to go play some football. That said, we're talking about Brunt today. Sorry, I got off topic there. That's on me. That one's on me. And to everyone, all the haters, Josh hates Max. Save Max. Hashtag save Max. I think Max is a good player. I think that he's overplayed a little bit, and I think that we need to see at some of the downfalls on him. And one of those is overplaying him too. Ruth H says, I think Parky's collecting so many captains is like having too many cooks in the kitchen. No one person is stepping up. That's an interesting way to look at. Max can handle it, in my opinion, because he's one of the original members of the McLean Fitness Club. Okay, fair enough, Esteban. All right, let's talk about this article here. Lewis Brunt. Phil Parkinson has been dealt another blow. This is in the leader. He's been ruled out of action for 3 months. He had a thigh injury. Okay, it was innocuous, and the 1-1 draw away to Middlesbrough in the championship the other day. Parkinson did say the other day didn't look good. Here's the quotes from Parkinson. He's had an operation, and he's going to be out for 12 weeks, said Parkinson. He's had an immediate operation on his thigh. First of all, what is going on between him last year with Callum Horton? What is going on with our injuries? Why is this happening? Someone said it the other day. Do we need an upgrade in our fitness coaches? Is it Kevin Mulholland? I'm sure he's great, but I'm just asking the question because that's what we're a fan channel. We do that. We have so many injuries coming in left, right, and center at the last 2 years. And yes, it's part and parcel. I get it, but still, when you're going down with injuries like that all the time, are they training properly? Are they getting stretching in? Sorry, my freaking phone. Are they doing the right things to get prepared for the matches? Now, I don't know. I'm not in training. I don't know. But it just seems like over and over and over again, with Rathbone getting a setback, with Kakache, with Shafe. What's exactly wrong with Shafe? I have no idea. But something might have to be looked at, not by me, because I only play a doctor on television. So we'll see. But Parkinson goes on to say, a shame for Brunty, but we've been able to get him to see the specialist, and he's operated straight away. Okay. Now, operation, that's good. I'm glad they got him in right away. What's the operation? He must have tore it. I mean, if you have an operation, somebody please tell me in the chat. I don't know. Did he tear it? Did he tear his thigh? What's the deal there? For him to have an operation, did he tear it? Because that is, 3 months. That's a big injury. That is a big injury. It didn't look like much, but that is a big injury. In my opinion, it's a setback, in my opinion, for sure. Goes on to say, with Brunt on the sidelines and Callum Doyle serving a second of the 3 suspensions, Parkinson was short. Yes, I told you it was 3 games for Doyle. It was 3 games for Doyle. Doyle will not be back for the game against Coventry City. He will be back against Portsmouth. Everyone's like, oh, the levels of the red card and this and that. Bullshit. Y'all know nothing. It was 3. A straight red is 3 games. 3 games. Parkinson rang in the changes. He said, I'll take that criticism on that too. He goes on to say, Callum misses 1 more game. Talk about this on Coventry. And then he'll be available for the Portsmouth match. So we've got enough out of the boss. Do we have enough? Yeah, we do. We do. We just need to temper what we need to do. It's going to be Hyam, Scar, Max. Hyam, Scar, Max. And I'll tell you right now, if you can move Hyam to the right, put Doyle in there to cover for Max. That's it. Those are the 3, but you have to play Scar. Connor Cody, for whatever reason, is not up for it. Everyone thinks he's the problem. Hey, it's me. I'm the problem. We can sing from Taylor Swift if you want. But Connor Cody's probably not going to get into the side. We need to rely on Dan Scar, Hyam, and also, I'll tell you right now, Doyle and Max need to fight out for whatever side. I think Hyam can play on either side. So that's the coverage right there. That's what we need to look at. Parkinson goes on to say, we've had Wednesday, Saturday games, and I had to protect some of the players. No shit. Brunty having an operation and Callum being out, we were a little bit short of numbers in certain positions. But to be fair to George, he stuck to his task. Now, let's talk about George yesterday, and I do not want to talk about the game. I thought he was thrown to the wolves yesterday. He did. George Thomason has been fantastic the last 2 matches in the midfield. He played left center half. Probably we are forced into this. We are short. So, fair play to Thomason sticking to his task, but we did get beat up a little bit yesterday. But the coverage for the back line is now short. And do we go in January to go get another player? I don't know. That's something we need to look at. Callum Burton was great again. Distribution and some key saves. Love, we had 3 decent keepers. We do. Ruth said it. Oh, okay. Talk about that. Thomason sucked last night. A2Z just went right in. A2Z just went right in on it. There you go. It's also how you really feel. Parky seriously effed up yesterday. Not sure he realized how important it was for the fans. I'd say that Wrexham now have to get something from Coventry just to justify last night. We get a point. If we get a point at Coventry, that's good. And we'll do a preview for that at some point during the week. I guess it's Wednesday, so it's got to be tomorrow. Tactical Fortitude tomorrow. There we go. Boom. Yeah, it was a crap performance. Okay. Parkinson went on to say yesterday about the game, I know we gave the ball away from the goal, but never shied away from having the ball. And I thought we played great with great heart from the team. I don't know what game he was watching. I know he gave the ball away for the goal, talking about Thomason. He never shied away from having the ball, and I thought he played with great heart for the team. Heart doesn't get you wins, and also too, he put him out there to the wolves, in my opinion. It's never easy when you're asked to play in a different position. I think he was forced into it. Parkinson, fair enough. And there's another article here. He says he's going to own it. But I took the decision, and when you don't win, it's not the right one. So he's taking that on. Fair play. I had to pick a team which I felt was right from the start to be strong, have a strong bench, and obviously it didn't work. Okay. Now, there's a lot in there to unpack, but essentially Parkinson said he chose the wrong team and it didn't work. He chose the wrong team and it didn't work, and he was forced into some of the decisions he's made. Now, because of Brunt going out, that falls into play because of Doyle. There's like certain positions that we just don't have cover at right now. We don't have cover for Dobson because Schaaf is out. Whatever's wrong with him, I have no idea. And we don't have cover at the left center half position. Or didn't have cover at the left center half position yesterday. So there's going to be some chopping and changing. I don't like what's happening here. I don't like that we continue to, we take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But that's where we're at. That's what we asked for. We're in the championship. But now we have to refocus, recharge, and go back in and get ready for Coventry, and get ready for Portsmouth. And then I think we have one more match. Who's at the Ports? I think it's Charlton. And then we're into another break. Yay, another break. So we need to refocus, rebuild. I feel bad for Brunt. He's a good player. Really good player. Having surgery, out 12 weeks, 3 months, not good. But now the guys have to step up. Now the other guys have to step up, and I think they can do that. I think Scar's going to slot in and do great. I think whatever side Chaim plays on, he's going to be fantastic. He's probably been the best consistent player of this season. He has been. Chaim's been the best consistent player of the season, hands down. And I think it'll swap on left or right, depending on if Parkinson wants to rest Max. Put Doyle on the left, or Doyle on the left, and Chaim on the right to rest Max. I think that's a possibility that could happen too. But it's Parkinson's problem to figure out, and he knows how to do that. And I hope that hope that we can cover for him. Do we go into the market in January? I don't know. There are some players. I mean, Elliot Lee. I know we're talking about the midfield. Elliot Lee is not obviously he's injured and not getting any game time. So, that was one player that I would say that possibly we can move on. But, if he's injured, no one's going to buy an injured player, or we can't let an injured player go. He'd be one that we can get rid of. Ollie Rathbone's just coming back from injury, played 45 minutes and a start. What can he do? 45 minutes getting started after a really bad injury himself. It's a lot. So there's we're in the thick of it. We are in, we're in the first act of this right now. We are in the thick of it right now. And we're not the only team that has injuries. We're not the only team that is losing games. We're not the only team that's winning games, drawing games. This is part of it too. And it needs to be managed better. Now, this is probably one of his toughest tasks, other than he had keeping Bolton up a couple years ago too. It's evident. It is evident. Bono says rest Max. I hope he does. And this is not me saying I don't think Max is good enough, and I do not want to give that caveat, but he needs to rest Max. There was no reason for him to play and get the captaincy yesterday, unless he was forced into it. I don't think giving him the captaincy helped anything. It was it didn't bring any leadership on the field. Clearly, it didn't. But maybe in the future it will. Even though players were woeful, Tactics were mind-boggling, slow, back passing, holding up to Moore with nobody around him. What a mess. Can only blame the manager at this point of the season. I'm doing the best I can not to make it go that way. Black Canvas is hoofing the ball. He said hoofing the ball. But those things are evident. They need to be looked at. And I believe that we are a better team on the front foot than we are absorbing pressure. There's 10-minute increments. There's 10-minute increments at a time where you see real flashes of, wow, this team is cooking. And then all of a sudden it's like, what's going on here? Why is this happening? Why are we sitting back? We have the ability. I think we have the ability to have these players to be on the front foot, to defend, keeping our shape. This whole defending, shape without the ball. I think we're comfortable without the ball thing. I think leaning on that too much, and it's evident. And we're slow at places in games, and it's really affecting us. And it's obviously, we could win 3 on the bounce, 4 on the bounce, and we could be right back on the mix. But we have had a very, very tough start of the season, and it's not going to get any easier. We are 6 weeks away from the holiday period, and it's not going to get any easier. Okay, there's a few more quotes here from Parkinson. I don't want to go into yesterday, but Parkinson's criticism. He said, I'm just going to do it really quickly. I'll keep it short today. I'm still trying to save my voice a bit. He said we're off the pace. Probably an understatement. We didn't close down with aggression. We are 5 or 6 yards off. I covered that yesterday. So he knows. He knows what's happening. And I do not want to really go into it because I don't want to. I want to look forward. I want to look forward to Coventry City, which is important. If I'm saying right now, Coventry City, we're expected to lose that match. We on paper, we should lose that match. What do we have? What do we have in the tank? What do we have in here? What do we have in here at home at Stoke Ross against the team that is on fire, the best team probably like I said yesterday, in all the EFL, and even the hottest team in up and down all leagues, all 6 leagues. Expected to lose it. We should on paper. What do we have? Where's that? Someone said in the chat yesterday, we've lost that magic of the Wrexham players that'll fight to the end, fight for anything that we need to go. We need to find that. We need to find that. We need to find that core of who we are again. Everyone said it's going to be hard this season, myself included. We need to find that core value of what we are. And I think Parkinson, in my opinion, needs to be a little bit braver with the side. In some of the tactics on the front foot. You have guys like Broadhead. They said he played yesterday. They saved him probably just to get his minutes in. I don't know if he'll start. The starting lineup for me right now, if it was for me right now for Friday, I'm going AO in goal, Kache at left back, Heim at left center half, Scar in the middle, Max on the right. Play Issa Kabore, play Matty James, play Dobson, another guy who needs to rest at some point. You play Dobson. Thomason, maybe. Windass and Kiefer Moore. That's probably what he's going to do. Or, Kiefer for Broadhead. We can hash that out. But they're going to be on the front foot. It's going to be a shell drill again. That's what he's going to do. But I think if we get on the front foot, I think we will have a chance at competing in the match. And I wouldn't shy away from this game. Everyone's like, oh, I'm scared. You can't be scared. Going on the pitch, you can play football. Don't be scared. But that's what I kind of think he's going to do. The bench will be very interesting as well. But we are getting light. The injuries do rack up in certain spots. We thought we had cover. We don't have cover. Ollie Rathbone will probably be back on the bench. I don't think he'll start. I don't think he's fit enough for that, especially in a league game. But we'll see. Parkinson's got it on his hands right now. And we're expected to, if we get a draw, I'll be happy. If we get a draw, I'll be happy. That's a good result. If we get a draw, I'll be happy. But we're just racking up draws like you read about. I mean, we're a goddamn drawing board at this point. But it's part of it. This was always going to be a hard season. But going into these games, I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. I know the watch-alongs are just like, holy God! Some of them are hard. it's hard. Some of it's a hard watch. This is a hard watch sometimes, but I will. That was the first game. Going back to the game yesterday, I will say that was the first game we didn't give up, but we just didn't have it, And I don't think we'll give up in any match. That's a Parkinson side. We'll never do that. But if we go out on Friday, put our best foot forward, I think we can come out with some kind of result. I don't know what it looks like. Again, expected to lose, so we'll see. And it's just unfortunate that we just keep taking one step forward, 2 steps back. So Esteban says, to be fair, my wife pointed out this early in the game. Cardiff looked hungry, and they were all over us. They were all over us, absolutely. But can't do that against Coventry on Friday. So, anyways, quick one today. Just want to do the update on Brunt out 12 weeks. Feel bad for him. Got to get covered. Doyle's got to step up. Max has to step up. Scar has to step up. Heim's already kicking ass. So, and do not play Thomason in the back line again if we don't have to. So, thank you for coming in. Share it out. Smash that like button. Let's get to 3,001. Here we go. And on that bombshell, see y'all soon.